Welcome to WinSouls TV. This is your host Jeff Thomas, and today is going to be a short video. Yesterday I was in Bible study, and I was talking with a couple of guys in there. It's more like a men's group than a Bible study, but we also have Bible study in there. But I will say that there was some things that came up that really just struck me. And one of which was, who are you and what do you want to leave behind when you die? Because the people that are in this world, it's almost as if nobody ever really stands out. Why? Because they all are, everybody's all doing the exact same thing, whether that's in a specific clique or they're speaking the same, or whether they act the same in a certain corporate environment, and they fit in those environments because they all act the same, basically. And those that don't act the same don't usually end up staying. Just like in Amos 3:3, it says, "Can two walk together except they be agreed?" And the answer is no. And so, with that said, is how can we leave something behind that is worth that is worth really going after? So for me personally, when they ask me that question, I'm an achiever. Like, I like to get down and dirty. I like to work hard. I like to grind. I like to get after the business. But for me personally, when they asked me that question and I was answering the questions, there wasn't necessarily something that I was leaving behind that nobody would ever forget about. Like these videos on YouTube can easily be taken down by YouTube. Any type of book that you put out can easily be taken off by Amazon. Or any book that you put into production, if somebody doesn't buy it or whatever, it will outlive you. But, will that actually cause a ripple in the atmosphere in terms of what the Lord would like for you to do? And the only thing that I can think about that is biblical and that I identify with is your walk with the Lord. Everybody will understand your walk with the Lord by how you carry yourself and how you're actually trying to live this walk and your talk with the Lord and live out that relationship. Everyone in the Bible, they stand out simply because they were actually walking with the Lord. Look at David, look at Samson. Now, eventually, yes, those guys fell, but they're human, just like we're human. But I think that we've stepped away from our peculiarity. I always have trouble with that word. Peculiarity. You know what I'm trying to say, okay? We are peculiar people. I can say that word, okay? I think that we have stepped away from our peculiarness, and we have been conditioned to just living, just like everybody else. But it's almost like we're abandoning our salt, and we need to stay salty. We don't need to be trampled under feet. So if that's the case, then the people will recognize us by our character. And a perfect example of that is that I don't cuss. And so when I get on, playing video games or whatever, people always recognize that and they want to know why I don't cuss. And immediately it's a testimony to God, And I think about my mentor that passed away, and you can see videos about him in past videos that I've made, especially like the earlier videos. But I literally model my Christian walk out of the things that he has shown me, but not just the things that he blatantly taught me, but the way that he lived his Christian life. It was serious. He wasn't compromising. And so one of the greatest gifts that we can do is be obedient, be consciously obedient, standing guard to the door of our hearts so that Satan can't, necessarily invade our lives, but then also being intentional with our walk and literally doing the things of the word to leave behind a legacy and a model for those that come after us. You guys be blessed, and I'll leave you with a question. Who do you want to be, and what do you want to leave behind? Because a lot of this stuff in the world that we've come so accustomed to just love, cars, money, women, drugs, all of this stuff, that's going to go away. Politics, that's going to go away. Racism, all of this stuff that's happening with the police, all of that stuff is going to go away. But the one thing that will remain is that walk and the people who watched you walk it, you know, paving the path for those that are after you. Be blessed.